Hi, how you doing? I know it's been a little bit since I've recorded a video, and this is a little bit different of a video. Today I will be looking at some old school projects of mine, dating all the way back to the prime age of 7th grade onward to 12th grade. Now, I couldn't include every little video I've ever done for school because some of it kind of includes other people that I can't really get the consent of. But I feel like it falls into like prime territory for my own use if it passes at least ninth grade below. So we're gonna be looking at some of this stuff and ranking, giving a little review of my own stuff, and yeah. So let's get started off. Starts off with the Bible project. We'll see some people. I'll explain a little bit, and let's look at this. Ready? 3, 2, 1. All right.
Breaking news! TNN reports that racism has spread throughout the world, hurting the Imago Dei.
That can't be possible! We're all gonna die!
Alright, so you can see my wonderful performance. See, racism causes death. And I think I adequately portray that with a smile, because you should always look death in the face. You know how it is. But yeah, let's continue.
Carter, calm down. We can face this with these few simple traits on how not to be racist.
Racism, as defined by...
See, you can really see the production value with the cut-off go from myself when I recorded this fine specimen of a man. Yeah.
The Google Dictionary is prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against someone of a different race based on the belief that one's race is superior.
1 John 2:11 says, "But anyone who hates a brother or sister..."
See, you can see by the memorization that we had, it's just, we're amazing. We were born to make videos. You don't see me ever look at the camera because I wanted that feel of a real documentary. See, because I'm looking at the camera right now. I'm looking at a different monitor. What are you gonna do about it, huh?
Is in the darkness and walks around in the darkness. They do not know where they are going because the darkness has blinded them.
James 2:9. But if you show favoritism, you sin and you are convicted by the law as lawbreakers.
There is neither Jew nor Gentile, neither slave nor free, nor is there male and female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus.
I really like how we chose not to put the translation for the Bible verses in the video because it's up to the viewer's interpretation. It gives a little pizzazz, if you will.
We are not reading an article from the Australian government and their efforts to stop racism. We are summarizing what they said.
The article says...
It's been a long time, and I think Australia, it's getting there. There's no racism in Australia. I think we should learn.
To say something if it feels safe. A simple, why don't you leave him or her alone?
If it's not really safe, go stand by him/her and check on them to make sure they're okay.
If you see racist material online, it's best to report it and leave it alone.
Okay. It was for a project. All right. I ain't no narc. All right. that, you know, it was forced out of me. You know, I'm not a narc. All right. No narc business. All right. If y'all are gonna be racist, all right, I don't want to see it. All right. But, you know, keep it on the DL.
An article from Vice.com claims that only white people can be racist, not black people. This is certainly not true. We can all do it simply.
Exactly. FairObserver.com claims that racism is alive and well in this country, and that's a bad thing. We are now going to Carter for the live interview. Carter?
I'm live with Butch Phillips. Here's what he's gonna say. How would you define racism?
Racism.
Ooh, yeah. Excellent performance from Butch. He really hit it with that. Racism.
Is defined both good and bad. If it's
It's been a while since I've seen this. I didn't know he said that. Racism is not good, bud. I'm sorry. It's not defined as both good and bad.
a good definition of racism, and it means two people that are different can get along. If it's the bad racism, then two people are different, so therefore they interact differently.
What do you think about people kneeling during the national anthem?
What is it? Oh, you know, yeah. I guess that does have to do with stuff. Yeah, let's see what he has to say.
It shows disunity among people. For years and years and years, sports has been a way of getting people together all the time. Here recently, they're showing it as kneeling to divide one set of people against another set of people, which is the opposite of what sports has always done for America.
What can we do to help stop racism?
If we're a Christian, we should follow the scriptures, love thy neighbor as thyself, and everyone is a neighbor. It all depends on how we get along with that neighbor and how much interest we show in the other neighbor. If we're doing what is right, then we will influence each person one by one, step by step. It may be a different person every day, but at least we're coming through as loving thy neighbor.
How do you think racism affects the image of God?
If you're a Christian, then you know to love your neighbor as yourself and to treat all people equal. And it's our duty and privilege to treat people that way, so it affects him in a good light. It can also affect God differently if you're not a Christian, because it tends to cause strife and anger and hurt.
All right. Hey, good job, Butch. I kind of started off a little rough with saying racism is good and bad, but yeah, you know, you got that. Let me check. Yeah, I look the same. Yeah. Excellent transitions throughout this entire thing. You know, really amazing.
We now go back to Tristan and Preston for more thoughts about racism. We'll also look in depth about kneeling for the national anthem and the disrespectfulness involved in it.
Thank you, Carter. My opinion is that it's causing more divide than unity in this country. God wants us to come together, and hurting one another isn't the image of God.
An article from Huffington Post, HuffPost.com, claims that white athletes standing for the national anthem are standing for white supremacy. What is the problem with this, Preston?
Oh.
They are standing for the soldiers who died to protect this nation and our flag. It is simply disrespectful to sit and not honor those who died.
Hold on.
God
What
wants
was
us to
that?
love
What
one
was
another and
that?
come
What was
together as
that?
Christians.
Who died to protect this nation.
What is the problem with this, Preston?
standing for the soldiers who died
Oh, okay.
in our
You know, great cinematography. Tristan staying on screen for like 5 seconds past. Just amazing. But I won't pause anymore until the end, and I'll give my review.
flag. It is simply disrespectful to sit and not honor those who died.
God wants us to love one another and come together as Christians, not be separated. We have marred the Imago Dei by simply judging each other by their race and hurting them.
Thank you for joining us on this TNM report, and have a nice day.
All right, so, yeah, that was a video. You know, it was all right. I'd give it like a 6 out of 10 for effort. You know, it was. I had my little camcorder. I still have the little camcorder. I plan to make some videos with that. And another date. No promises. Might be another 6 months without an upload, but I love y'all. Don't worry. You know, I'm in college right now. You can see the dorm action going on behind me. You know, new watch. Haven't. You know, I wasn't like that back then. You know. Yeah, but 6 out of 10. Yeah, I'll give my younger self that. Also, thanks for watching. That goes hard. Next video.
Hear ye, God has spoken to me about this place called Purgatory. Now, I hear you saying right now, Pope Leo, what is Purgatory? Well, I'll tell you, Purgatory is a place you go when you die. And if you are good throughout your life, you won't stay there long at all. But for those people who were just the most terrible people throughout their life, and that's where I come in. You will pay me so I can take that money and pay for those sins you committed.
Yeah, this is gonna be my favorite video. The entire video review. I have a special place in my heart. Yeah, I don't even need to see the video. It's a 10 out of 10. It was the most fun I ever had with a school project. If you don't already know, I'm playing Martin Luther, the German monk who invented the printing press and basically started the entire Protestant Reformation movement. As you can see, I'm a spitting image. Fun fact, actually, I was supposed to get a bald cap and wear it for this, with the little monk ring around it. But I think it was really uncomfortable for my head, so I did not wear it. Alright, time to see my performance.
Man, this guy sucks! I need to have a friendly conversation with him. Maybe I'll give him a few suggestions on like what he's doing. Yeah.
Okay, vertical. Yeah, gotta love that. The Pope sucks with an apostrophe. So suck is the Pope suck is smiley face.
Yeah, so now I have.
All right. So a little background. As you can see, my wonderful mother is filming me for this. I forgot to mention, this is 8th grade now. So look at this fine specimen. Do I look the same? Hopefully not. I look ugly. Alright, continue. Thank you, Mom.
Y'all just nailed the thesis. Church. Nobody.
Nobody get that.
Well, this guy can't tell me what to do.
Alright, so as you can see, Martin Luther just loving life right now, just staring at the Pope. And, you know, he's doing whatever. Then we got the Pope, little play-by-play. Alright, let's see what the Pope wants.
I'm the Pope, and he's a monk. You know what? I'm just gonna excommunicate him. That will really show him that you don't mess with the Pope.
Man, I hope nothing bad happens.
You know what? You know what? I'm done with you, Mr. Martin. Excommunication. Goodbye.
This can't be true. Man, these medieval Renaissance envelopes are really hard to open.
Oh, y'all aren't ready for how I'm just such a great actor. I can read lines so well.
Martin, you are...
I'm
Outta
outta
here.
here.
Man, this sucks. I should burn it. Nothing bad could happen.
We could not get it to catch on fire. We threw like 3 matches on it. It would not.
Hello again. I have another message about this guy named Martin Luther. You know, I'm thinking, and I'm not gonna say you can kill him, but you know, if someone were to kill him, that would be. Let's just say I would like him very, very much.
Martin Luther, do you recant these statements you have written?
Let me think about it for a day.
You know what?
You know what?
Nah, I
I
don't
don't
really
really
care
care
anything.
anything.
I'm pretty right by my arguments, so excommunicate me if you want.
1. Martin Luther, you are a heretic to the Catholic Church. Get out of here before we arrest you.
Well, let me just make my own church. That'd be way better. But, you know, since I'm so creative, I'll just name it the Lutheran Church.
Hey,
Hey, bro,
that's a good joke. That's a good joke, Carter. Thank you. And I, you know, from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry for what you're about to see. It was a different time. It was a different time. All right.
my castle.
Yeah.
Well,
Now that this Martin Luther guy's dead.
They wouldn't let me lay on the ground for some reason. They were like, "No, just stand up. You're dead."
We believe that Martin Luther was right in his theories.
You were?
in 1 John 1:7 it says, but if we walk in the light as he
You know,
is,
that's plus 2,
we
Joe.
have fellowship
That's
with
plus
one
2.
another, and the blood of
The
Jesus
dance,
is
that was a
cleansing
-1
us from all
or
sin.
-2. So it made up for it. It's still 10 out of 10 video.
Love consists in this, not that we love God, but that He loved us and sent His Son to be the propitiation for our sins. The end.
Hold on.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is. I think this is still 8th grade. It's either like late 8th grade or early 9th grade. I do not remember. Considering the Christmas ornaments, I'm gonna assume it's late 8th grade. But yeah, the previous video, 10 out of 10. You gotta love it. Just boys being boys. Am I right? All right. Let's see. I know this is a Spanish video, so for all you Spanish speakers out there, you won't need captions. All right, let's get this in.
Hola.
Es esta Casadito.
Sí. ¿Quién eres tú?
Soy Santiago.
Bueno.
¿Estás listo para comenzar el proyecto?
¿Qué proyecto es?
Este.
Oh. He needs to back up. I have not invited him into my house. He needs to get out, or I will shoot him.
Okay, amigo.
Okay, now you can come in.
Come.
You were already in there.
Confundido. ¿Y tú?
Estoy muy feliz.
Soy genial.
Definitely not reading from the script.
Bienvenido a mi casa, Santiago.
Hola, Diego.
Santiago, you are a beautiful specimen.
¿Quién es ese?
Ese es mamá.
Hi, Mom. How you doing? Hey, what's up? That's not Spanish, Mom.
Vamos a mi cuarto.
Oh.
Okay, mamá.
Don't ask me why it's so blurry. I don't know.
Adios.
Hasta luego.
This room placement. Oh, yeah, that's like -3.
Hola, Santiago.
Hola.
Okay, it's 9th grade. My bad.
Diego. Puedo tener un lugar de verano.
Por supuesto.
Gracias.
¿Cuántas puertas en la clase?
Hay 5 puertas.
¿Cuántas películas en la clase?
Hay 8.
Gracias.
I really like this real human dialogue. It's amazing.
¿Cuántos libros?
Hay 600 y 9.
Adiós.
Adios.
Oh yeah. All right. So honestly, that was not a good video. Could have been better, but you know, you gotta love making stuff with the boys. I'm gonna give it like a 3 out of 10. Because I can do better. As you know, I'm the author of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Trademark, by the way. Yeah. Let that sink in. Alright, you done? Alright. So, this is still 9th grade. This is for a biology class. Let's see what's up.
Vacation. I know you do. You want to go to the small test? I know you do. All for the low price of $3,000 for 3 days. Or for a whole week, we can throw in $5,000. That's a pretty good deal.
As you can see, my editing skills have exponentially went up now. Alright. So this is about the time I'm making like Ray Has a Good Day, trademark by the way. And a lot of my other famous videos.
You can go to the duodenum. It's the uttermost part of the small intestine. It's where all the digestion happens. You can also go to the jejunum and the ileum. That's where all the
absorption happens. Please explain what absorption is.
The function of the small intestine
No.
is to break down the food that you eat.
Alright.
Not to keep this organ healthy, you need to exercise,
Exercise?
have a high protein diet,
Have a high protein diet?
and drink plenty of water.
Okay. So that's fun. So you see, I was getting there. I'd give that video about like a 5 out of 10. I didn't really like my biology teacher. She was a little bit of a pain sometimes, giving me the small intestine to make a video about. Like, bruh, just give me the penis. I already did prostate cancer for a project. Why not just give it to me? But now we enter quarantine. And, you know, I'm looking a little bit different. A little more myself, you know, got the... So, let's see. I don't want to get copyright claimed, but I don't really make money, so who really cares? This was also for Spanish class. I think we were required to like do a Spanish dance and lip sync to it. I don't know, quarantine homework wasn't really anything. Oh, that's a good boy. I love Tintin. He looks a lot different now. This was him as a baby. You know, he switched up his hairstyle and got like gray hair now. So, you know, that was a nice short clip. You know, I'll give it an 8 out of 10 for Tank. You know, also, I don't know why, but my arm is like the holiness of God right now. It is bright. Don't worry about that. It's doing its own thing. But yeah, 8 out of 10.
Soy Carter. Y esta es mi vida en cuarentena. Me gusta la vida en cuarentena. Que la disfruten.
All right. Okay, my webcam's kind of blocking it. I'll move it for a second. Alright. So, waking and sleeping. Oh, come on. Alright, listen to a little bit of music. Playing a little Animal Crossing, never hurt nobody. Alright. Oh, gotta love this drawing. Quarantine drawings hit different. See, I like to call this piece Spoke. Just a little fun fact for ya. Gotta walk the dogs. Oh. Tang, wait, what's up, bud? Oh, yeah, that's a good dog. Oh, yeah, we got the Dio figure. Skyrim poster. Yeah, we are cronked up. Oh, hi, Mom. What's up? How you doing? Hi, Tank. Gotta love the dogs.
Yo, what's up?
All right. I'll give that quarantine video like let's do a 6 out of 10 for Tank, just for him. It's kind of iffy. I wasn't really feeling it. I felt like making other YouTube videos during the time. This would have been the end of Evangelion vocoded to a BFG division era of my filmmaking experience. Gotta respect OG videos like that. But here we are. This is gonna be 10th grade. They messed up my cut. I'm still mad about that. This is a video. This is definitely a video.
This is where the Natchez Indians used to live, in the beautiful state of Mississippi. Now, they lived in like earth mounds. Now, I'll show you what that looks like later. But first of all, we need to talk about how they lived. Now, first, they were
for anybody wondering, Misato's theme is playing in the background of this video. If you were wondering, I don't really know why I did that, but
they started off hunting, but then they moved on to farming. Now, they used to grow corn, beans, and squash.
Squatch. Squatch. But what's squatch?
Let's see. Now, what we see here is prime examples of what they used to do. So, beautiful corn.
And for any real viewer of my channel, you'll know the aftermath of me eating this corn. See, this is a never before seen backstory to actually why I was eating corn in the forest. Just a little fun fact for you.
Good. All right. Now don't mind.
Yeah, don't mind the throw up on my shirt.
Not throw up right there. We move
Right
on
there.
to the next fruit, or the next vegetable, please.
Beans.
Amazing. Let's move on. Sugar squash.
Squatch again. Yeah, that's some squatch. But yeah, I was not about to put the beans in my mouth. I didn't want a repeat of the corn.
Yummy.
Let's
so move on to the houses.
Yeah, editing.
Let's talk about the houses. Now, we're inside of one right now. And from the outside, that's not actually Minecraft. This is what it looks like. Pretty cool, am I right? Now, these were called earth mounds. Alright, let's go outside now. Alright, so now, let's talk about their religion. Now, they believe that the sun was the descendant of all.
Okay.
Now, it's a little complicated, but the chief of the village was the descendant of the sun. Now, then you had the others, which followed into the commoners and the warriors and all that.
See, I'm not reading off a script. I'm doing pretty well I'll give myself points for that. I think, editing aside, it's an alright video. I think I got like a 95 on it, 5 points off for being a little too humorous, as you might see. But hey, we love the grind.
Now, let's say that the son descendant, or the chief, died. His power would go not to his son or daughter, it would actually go to his sister's son, his older sister's son. Now, come on.
I don't really have anything else to say about this video.
Glad you could join. Now, in commemoration of the sun, they would light a fire that would stay burning for the entire year, and they would let it burn out one day out of the year. And that day was
Summer Green Film Festival.
Alright.
Okay.
Now, the Natchez language is a very weird language. It's not like most Indian languages. It
we don't really know what you call it. It's just a native language. Now, when the French conquerors came over, they basically almost exterminated all, not just Indians, and they took refuge in other tribes. And I'll get to that. When their dialect now is more like Greek Indian dialect. Now, what brought about this near extermination of the Natchez? The French conquerors had teamed up with the Choctaw. Now, Sieur de Chambord led this revolution, and the Natchez revolted. Now, they were able to escape the revolt, and nowadays, there's about only 6,000 left in parts of Mississippi. Now, the Natchez settled in with the Chickasaw and the Creek, and that's where they currently reside. I want to thank you for watching my video. Have a good day.
Alright. Yeah. I'll probably give that video like 5 out of 10. But, yeah, it was alright. It could have been better. A lot better. But now we're moving into a, hold on. Now we're in senior year. You know, I'm chilling. This wasn't really a project, but I kind of just threw it in because I wanted you to hear me explain how ATP was made in the cell. Just so you know, I can make it educational.
Now, the breakdown of cellular respiration goes through glycolysis, goes right here, which this is an aerobic reaction. So it doesn't use this oxygen to make it without it to create some ATP or
Also, this is your daily reminder to give blood. If you don't, it's free, it's easy, takes about 30 minutes. It's a good thing to do. That process which will finally all the byproducts created to make floating point, which powers the cell.
Have you ever been somewhere without?
All right. So, I'd give that like a 9 out of 10 for being very educational. Myself, I'm a health science major now. I think I really showed my expertise of the making ATP in a cell. I probably should have specified. Nah, it's good. Alright, so now this is a speech I had to videotape for my speech class. You'll see what it's about. Pre-review score, probably like a 6 out of 10. You know, we get a revisit of Jeffrey though, or Santiago as y'all know him.
Without a camera and wanted to capture the presence of someone right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm here to show you with just a piece of paper and some writing utensils, you can capture that person's presence. As an artist who's gone through elementary through high school,
Mm-hmm.
learning tips and tricks along the way, I feel as though I can show you the basic tools you'll need to make your art stand out and pop off the page.
So,
Hi
whenever you're setting up
Santiago,
your
how
scene,
you doing?
you first want to create a dynamic pose in your model. So, Jeffrey, close your arms, tilt your head up to the side, and we're gonna go for someone relaxing,
Mm-hmm.
just in nature.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe close your eyes. Kind of just relaxing. And due to this, we're gonna
I
be
hated
using
speech,
cool
by the
colors
way.
when we finally
Just an
color it.
awful class.
That'll be from purple all the way to green. So that entire spectrum. That's called cool colors. So, firstly, I'm gonna start sketching Jeffrey's position. So, what you wanna do is you take your thumb and the tip of the pencil and you start measuring it out with his facial proportions. So, I just measured out his chin, and then you take this and you actually measure out. His chin is actually 2 pencil heads long. So we take this and we start right here, and then you make another one right here, and then right there. So that's how big his chin is on here.
I'll give y'all a little insight. I never do this whenever I actually draw. Nothing I do in this video, I don't take it as literal. It's honestly not that good advice.
Here, in proportion to what I see. So, we'd first want to sketch out the chin. And remember, you want to do this light because you're going to make mistakes. That's what it means to be human. And that's what the beauty of art is. You take mistakes and you form them into something new. Then I'm going to look at his lips, and his lips seem to be about a pencil head in length. So, and I'm just going to eyeball this, but they're about half a pencil head tall from the chin.
See, you can see how good at commentary I have grown in. Like this, 100 times better as that. I don't know what this is. I'm much better than that now.
And I will just keep doing this until all of his proportions are there. And whenever you're drawing, you have to get over the phase of it looking ugly, because it will always look ugly in the start, because you are your biggest critic. Once you get over that, you start to form a positive input on your own drawings, and you can actually start drawing what you see and not what you think you see. Also, another tip, just from my own experience, if you want to start drawing people, draw people who are your friends, not strangers, because if it doesn't turn out how you want it to, they can kind of get offended sometimes. So I prefer starting with friends. It's usually the best way. Because if it turns out wrong, it's just a big laugh, and it's a joke.
Big goof.
Also, during the sketching phase, you don't want to be...
Alright, y'all. Y'all see this flex I'm showing? This is a flex if I've ever seen one.
Too detailed. You want to just sketch out just a basic form whenever you're first starting. That way, you start learning the facial structure better, rather than, oh, does he have a freckle there? Does he have a freckle there? That's kind of permissible, but you really want to just focus on his bone structure. You know, where does his skin fold wear, and all that.
So, back to what I was saying. Whenever you look at a person's hair, you want to look at it in clumps, not strands. This is what I learned. You want to look at the hair in blocks.
Block out all these teachers' names.
Here's a section right here. It's like almost a triangle. You want to do like that. And right here, this would be one section of hair. It's like a semicircle almost. Then we have another semicircle right here, a triangle right here, a semicircle right here, and just like a rectangle, rectangle, rectangle. If you view hair like that, it becomes much simpler to draw. Now I'm starting on his clothes. I'll let you get a close-up of what I've done for right now. As you can see, he's just laying on the chair. Okay, so, as you can see, this sketch is basically done. Now what we want to do is start inking it. And I'll just do first.
I don't want to watch this video anymore.
So, to the world and change the perspective
James
to
done.
from
Or Santiago, whatever you want. Alright, that's it. Honestly, give it like a 2 out of 10. Bad video. Bye bye.